It's been a while since I talked about DK Oldies, and we've got a big one today, so let's check out their website. As you can tell here, I've got their website pulled up, and I was kind of scrolling around on it, and that is when I ended up finding the funniest, most interesting thing to me, and that was that they have their own Pokemon section, which we've got to get into because this is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to kind of go through this as much as I can within the allotted time. Don't want to waste too much of your time, but there's some crazy stuff going on here. Right off the bat here, you can see Pokemon FireRed here. 240 bucks. That's just the good cartridge. So let's go ahead and pull up Pokemon FireRed and see what the actual price is, which is a lot less. To be exact, half the price. Half the price for a loose copy, which this one is just the cartridge. So we're not starting off well. And I have a feeling because these are Pokemon games, that's how this video is going to go. So we started off on a really bad place. And thankfully this was out of stock because I didn't really want to go through that. But then we've got Pokemon Omega Ruby. This is for the 3DS. And let's go complete inbox. So this one is complete inbox and this is game only. Not really much of a difference, only $6 here. So let's go ahead and look up Omega Ruby and see how much it's actually worth compared to what their prices are. Right off the bat here, loose, it's only worth $30, which seems like a good price until you see that they're selling it for $53. But then you think, okay, maybe complete inbox, which is what I'm considering this, it will be closer to 60 bucks, right? Well, it's only worth about 40. So yet again, the prices on Pokemon are way off. I will be absolutely shocked if we can find a Pokemon game that's not overpriced here. Then we're going to kind of move on here. You've got a cosmetically damaged, flawed cartridge, which is the prices they showed. So if you go back here, you can see $89.99. But watch what happens when I pull it up. You go back to it and you pull it up, the price automatically changes to the most expensive thing, which is very, very shady, and I absolutely do not like that they do that. But $130 is kind of a lot for Pokemon Yellow. So let's see how much it's worth. $55. $55. Or you could pay almost 3 times the price and buy it from DK Oldies. You decide. But enough about that. Let's continue on here because it just gets worse and worse and worse the more you dig into it. You got Pokemon Silver here. Good cartridge, 110 bucks. Obviously, probably not worth that. I know it's not worth that because I recently picked it up. If I change this to Pokemon or Game Boy Color, you will get Pokemon Silver. It's worth $54, which is half the price of DK Oldies. Half the price. That is just crazy to me. It does not make sense. Again, some of these cheaper games are probably going to be closer. So you've got Pokemon Battle Revolution. Let's go with the complete in-box copy here. 48 bucks. Pokemon Battle Revolution for the Wii. And complete in-box is worth $30. You could buy the loose disc by itself for $42, which is $12 more than it's worth complete in the box. And you're gonna pay up for it. I guess that one's not that much more expensive, from $30 to $48. It's only $18, but again, that's a lot of money over the price. So I'm not about that one. Then this one actually looks potentially interesting and well worth picking up. Maybe not well worth picking up, but you know what I mean here. So then I'm going to go ahead and pull this up for the Nintendo 64 here. And right off the bat here, $30 for it loose, which $39 is a little too expensive to be honest, but it's close. But if you got a good copy, it's way too much. So that's probably not a good one either. So let's keep going and see if we can find one that's like relatively close here. I know we've got some heavy hitters coming up if you keep scrolling, but let's look up Pokemon Sapphire. A good cartridge is going to run you 160 bucks. But if we look it up here on price charting and switch it to the Game Boy Advance, it'll pull it up. It's only worth 95. 160 or 95. You decide on that one. Comment down below and let me see if you think that one is worth it or not, because I don't. Let's see. Okay, so these are still a little high. They're not crazy high. Oh, I got ahead of myself there. You guys saw that, right? I clicked it here, 90. I'm like, okay, it's a little high, not crazy. But then you'll pull it up and it's $130. Same with Pokemon Blue, $125. But when you look at this, $83. There's problems there. I've already mentioned it. I hate that they do this. It's very shady, very sketchy. So if you ever buy from DK Oldies, make sure you're paying attention. Again, 60 bucks, or you can get it for $130. To me, I would rather spend the money on both games instead of just for one. So again, Pokemon Blue here. Let's check it out, see how crazy this price is. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. 60 bucks. 60 bucks or 125. Again, not bad. You're only paying twice the price. I mean, it's close enough, I guess, right? I'm at a loss for words for some of these. So this one is 170 bucks for Pokemon Ruby. I feel like this is like 110 maybe. Oh, I spelled Pokemon wrong. Don't shame me in the comments, please. Then I'm going to go ahead and change this to the Game Boy Advance. I was wrong. It's only $100. 100 or 170. Yeah, that's not very good either. But you guys saw this one. SoulSilver for $320. That is so much money. Like, I literally don't know what to say. Pokemon SoulSilver. Complete in box is worth 200 bucks. What they have it at? 320. Oh my goodness. It's just so much money. It really kills me to see these prices. Like, this is a company that's supposed to be like part of the gaming community, and they are just ripping people off. Again, Pokemon Crystal is not worth that much money. It's literally, it's really sad to see. Oh, what did I click? Oh, I messed up there. I messed up. So Game Boy Color. I clicked Game Boy Advance on accident. 157, $300. That $300 isn't even complete. It's literally just the cartridge. And if you have it complete, it is worth like 800 bucks. But still, that's just rough. Oh my goodness. It just keeps getting worse. The lower I go on this page, the worse this is. $450 for this. It is not worth near that, especially loose. $225 or $450. That price is crazy. What is it cosmetically flawed? It's only $300. So no, I can't even say that. These prices are so bad. I saw Gale of Darkness and was like, okay, I gotta look at this one up. I'm not looking forward to this. It's 300 bucks for the game only. Complete, it's 340. These prices, I'm at a loss for words. I really wish I could say like, oh, at least there's this or that, or this makes up for it, but no. Complete in box, this game's worth $225, and they're asking $340, which to me makes it seem like they are paying top dollar. They probably paid, if they've got a copy for $340, normally they had to have paid 200 plus for that. If they're going on normal like business margins, that means they spent at least 200 bucks on this. Jeez. Either that or they're just ripping people off like crazy. But oh my goodness, these prices. I want to see if I could find something even more insane. I know that probably can't, but we're gonna keep scrolling here. Maybe we'll find something that I'm like, okay, well, oh, this is gonna be ridiculous. I know I'm getting down to the out of stock things, but it's still, I just know. Pokemon SoulSilver with the Walker. Pokemon SoulSilver with the Pokewalker is 250 bucks. Let's see. Is that actually complete? 350, 320. Let's say this is complete and it's everything in the box, everything, which is worth $325. They would charge you 500 bucks for it, which is just way too much money, just astronomical. But I want to do this before we look up Pokemon box on their website. I want to show you how much this is actually worth. This is worth a lot of money. So let's go ahead and just check it out. $700, $770 for it loose, $2,400 for it complete. Now's the time to see how much they're charging for it. Oh, that's not even complete. That's just the disc. Oh my goodness. This right here is worth almost $800, and they are charging $1,800 if they had this in the box complete, or not even in the box. If they had this in stock right now, just the disc, they're charging $1,800. Absolutely crazy. So if you're looking to buy some Pokemon games, whatever you do, don't buy from DK Oldies. Maybe don't buy from them at all anyways, but I saw this on their website and I just wanted to talk about it. I wanted to show you the prices of how crazy DK Oldies website is. And I thought Pokemon games were the perfect way to show it off. So if you like this video, comment down below and let me know what you think. But I'm getting out of here, so check out that video right there. But honestly, I didn't expect these prices to be this bad. I saw they had the section and I was like, okay, I'm not going to look at prices until we sit down and look at them. And they were way worse than I thought they were going to be. But what do you think? Comment down below and let me know. But like I said, I'm getting out of here, so check out that video out if you haven't already.